Welcome to the EUeSports channel. Today we'll be commentating on the pay-to-play final between Royalty and Imperial. The two teams met about a fortnight ago and Imperial actually got the better of Royalty with a 3-0 win, so they'll be taking a 3-0 lead into this best of 11 final. This is Flux we're watching off Royalty. He gets an early kill on AJ and he's pushing the spawn out. He gets spotted and said there with the headshot with the M16. This is now Royal Cook at the fountain. In this match, if Royalty's running the flag, they'll more than likely be running it down through the red house on the right hand side. The reason behind that is because of the spawns. Imperial will always spawn in the top left hand corner, so if they're running it at the right hand side, then that reduces the risk of them dying. The only thing is, this bar actually Royalty will be looking control because this is the channel that most of the Imperial players will be taken to run through into the Royalty flag. AJ missed the flag there. I've seen teams do that plenty of times before. They'd run on the flag and sometimes not even realise at all and just run back to spawn before realising they actually missed the flag and then pick it up. I'd say AJ with the turn on Lee 1. This is probably actually Lee's first competitive game on Black Ops. He actually broke his disc in a rage of temper on the first week of release. Although on Modern Warfare 2 he did play for Royalty, so he has plenty of experience on the game. Just not so much out of the series, should I say. Be interesting to see how he does. This is Unearthly we're now watching, the Royalty leader. Also used to lead his own clan, Rebels in Action, so he's been on the competitive scene for about 3 or 4 years now, and always competed at the top. Usually though on Call of Duty he'd run an objective role, but the past few weeks he seems to actually be playing more of a assault rifle support with the AK-47, and there he goes. He gets a frag on dual blades, but chokes a kill on Zilla. Okay, so Imperial actually have the Royalty flag as well. This will be interesting to see how it pans out. Royalty can't afford to go 2-0 down this early into the game, so, and it's actually just Cook left and Sed's going for him here. Cook needs to get this kill and he gets his stab. I think it really depends on your controls if you stab a lot or not. I use the tactical control myself personally, so it's just really awkward hitting the circle button to stab. So in that situation I probably would have died, probably because I'm bad as well. Okay, Imperial Mighty getting the 2-piece on Flux and Lee. This is Cook left by himself in the spawn. This could be risky. Unearthly getting the return and Cook caps the flag. Probably sponged a bit there from Sed, although Sed can't complain about that as he has a bit of a reputation for sponge himself. Okay, this is AJ we're watching I believe, and pushing down the spawn. This is where Royalty spawn, really in the left there. AJ's just ran straight in anyway. Imperial will probably wanting to get another flag here to take a lead into the second half. AJ's just going to wait for Unearthly to get back to spawn, hopefully pick up the pieces. Zilla and AJ both here. Zilla dies. Okay, AJ needs to get this kill. Maybe a bit of Sponger, I'm not too sure who that was on. Yeah, Royalty's going to cap this. That's going to be 2-1 to Royalty now. The 1-0 lead has switched and Royalty are now 1-up. Although Royalty definitely need this map a lot more than Imperial, being 3-0 down in the grand final. And there's Unearthly getting the kill on Zilla. Is this Unearthly now? And he gets another kill on AJ. As I said earlier, it's critical to hold this bar area in the map. Just really, if you're running from the top spawn down, you're always going to run through the bar when you're running the flag. Every route, you really have to go through the bar unless you run right around the bottom, which is very rare for a team to do. Okay, AJ getting two down with the car, must have threw a nade or something. And that's actually 4 down there for Royalty, but too little too late. I doubt Imperial's going to get a flag from this. Okay, 15 seconds to go and 3 Imperial are now down. Just a flag carrier left, yep, and Lee getting the kill. He'll just pre-aim that flag. Yeah, gets another kill. Out and chokes it on Zilla. Although it could be the frame rate. A lot of people say about the frame rate on PS3 not being too good. And to be honest, it did look as if he may have hit him there. So that's Royalty going into the second half with a 2-1 lead. Only 4 kills from Cook so far. And he wonders why I said he was the most disappointing player of the game so far. Nah, I'm only joking. He's actually usually does pretty well, but just surprised he's only got 4 kills considering 2 of them were at the end. Blade swiftly drop shot on Flux. And he gets another kill on Cook. Out. Unearthly cancels that out with it, 2 kills himself. Okay, so this is Flux we're watching, I believe. Yep. You know what, I'm not even too sure what gun this is. I think it's the Spectre he's using, but don't quote me on it. And there's Blades with the kill. As I said, it's just really critical to hold that bar area in this match. We've seen Unearthly there last round, and now Blades is watching it. Royalty's sitting back maybe a wee bit more here. This is Cook we're actually watching. Maybe he's notices KD himself and wants to get a few kills, but it's not happening for him. Mighty with the kill. Flux coming back through the red house and picking up the pieces. This is AJ, I believe we're watching again. No, Zilla. Sorry, excuse my ignorance. Zilla's actually since retired, so he has, from the game. Created this team, well, not exactly this team, but the Imperial or Rain or Empathy, whatever you want to call it, the lineup since he broke away from You've Been Tangled about a year ago. Probably their best achievement would be second at the Reading LAN on COD 4, although they've been playing consistently well, and basically a lot of the PS3 players moved to 360 a couple of months ago, and Zilla's just since retired himself and lost interest. So this may be more of a testimonial game for him. This is said now. He's actually got the MP5 out. I assume this means Imperial's probably pushing up further. And in the meantime, Royalty have actually captured another flag, putting them 3-1 up. So Imperial do need to be more attacking if they're going to get back into this. Royalty definitely need to win more than Imperial, as they are 3-0 down, but Imperial don't want to be giving themselves more hard work. If Royalty get this map, then they'll have the momentum to go on and possibly come back into this game. Flux once again up on the balcony. Royalty just controlling the spawns here, keeping Imperial back. Never kill there on Zilla. Okay, I'm not too sure what Flux is doing here. I think he's seen someone there, but probably wasn't worth firing the gun. Actually gave away his position, and Imperial have now got 2 down. They'll be looking to run this flag. This is AJ. See someone cooking an nade. Surprisingly, actually gets the kill there with that grenade. It seemed a bit random, but it meant nothing as Royalty are now 3 down. Or Imperial, sorry.
Enemy flag returned.
And we're back to watching Zilla, who dies. Unearthly once again here. With his C4s, obviously you're not allowed to use them. It's just really a glitch in the game, you can't take it off. And just like beforehand, Royalty are just controlling this fountain area to try and keep the lead.
Enemy flag acquired.
Cook with the flag here. If they get this flag, I don't think there'll be any coming back from Imperial. 3 flags down they'll be with a minute left.
Enemy flag dropped.
Said getting the kill, but it wasn't enough, he couldn't get the return. And Lee getting the cap. That puts Royalty 4-1 up, and Unearthly actually getting the turn on AJ. AJ won't be happy with that, as the two of them have an ongoing rivalry. Both of them have spoken plenty of times about how they're getting their boxing training in before LAN, so it'll be nice to see how that pans out at ECL. Even though AJ will be playing on Xbox with Apex, I'm sure they'll still both see each other. And actually, Royalty have now got the double cap there as well, putting them 3-0 up in this half and 5-1 up in the map. So yeah, I'd say that's game over, and That will leave Royalty 3-1 down in the series, but hopefully they have the momentum to come back into this. Okay, we're now watching Joe Blades here. Unfortunately, we haven't actually seen a great deal of him in this game so far. One thing I'm certain of though is he won't be happy with this scoreline. Has a bit of a reputation for being a rager, so I'm sure on comms right now he's probably screaming at the team and isn't too happy with the scoreline. And that's it. 3-0 to Royalty in the half and 5-1 in the game.
Fall back and stand by.
Thank you for watching the EUeSports pay-to-play final. Havana captured the flag. Hopefully we'll be doing more commentaries again soon. This was my first commentary myself. I'm the Hatchet Man, and please don't be too critical on it. Once again, please comment, like and subscribe on the video, and thanks for watching. Visit www.euesports.com to join our community.